Okay, he didn't do the hanged man for them, but he's insinuating something.
What was the deal between him and Edgar? But it's only 58. Talk to Everett about previous forewoman. Well, I can't do anything else. Let's try.
Oh no, the connection doesn't come to you on such a pivotal moment.
But it did heal my morale.
Dumbo, do something.
Dumbo.
You can't zone out now. This isn't Doodaloo dance time.
Wait, it was about him meeting Edgar in a deal, something with the union boss, the elections, the previous leader. Kim, what do you think about this, you know?
About this deal you made.
Lieutenant immediately understands what is happening and turns to the suspect.
With Edgar. The death of the colonel mercenary was only coincidentally beneficial to the Clares. But what about the other people you've killed for them?
Other people?
Like the previous forewoman of the Union.
That's it. That's what you weren't connecting yourself.
Thanks, Kim.
I didn't fight 40 years to end up an informant for the international regime. What happened, happened.
He wagged a finger at the lieutenant.
Still dumb. Your eyes are transfixed on his digit. It's yellow with nicotine. Before, when you asked him about the Union, he said it was a disappointment. They promised him something political.
They promised political change and they didn't deliver.
Look who's up. You're worse off than me.
He scoffs.
We will have plenty of time to talk about this, Mr. Dross, when you're in pre-detention. It takes years in pre-detention.
He does not let him gloat.
Go ahead. I've been in solitary confinement my whole life.
The straggler closes his gap to a smile.
Ease off it. This was not an unmitigated disaster. The lieutenant mitigated it. Just proceed. Calmly.
Alright, let's talk about Renee.
Every fucking morning. For 34 years. Throwing that ball. One ball against the other. I've always loathed that game. That is not a working class game. I don't care what they say on Radio June. Royalist ghouls played like it was life itself. Click, clack across the water each day. And that uniform, like a parrot plumage. I won't even mention that he's a traitor to his race. A petanque maniac race traitor.
Just not.
I remember him. I remember him from La Noce. Not him personally, his make and model. There were tens of thousands of them. I thought we took them all out before the liberals came to their rescue. We missed one.
He points to his black eye.
That one.
With his shaky finger, he points to the city toward the crater near the plaza where a lonely pine tree stands.
Fat and plump, like a pheasant, just begging to be popped off. Please, Mr. Dross, shoot me.
A grin stretches across his face and he whispers. You'd like to kill him?
Not yet. I like to look at him strut around, place the crosshair on his medals, right on his face, and just fiddle the trigger. Think about it. Let the bomb melt in my mouth.
Save the treat for later?
The lieutenant asks cheerfully.
He is a juicy bonbon, that one. A real treat for the black day, the blackest. When I put that gun in my own mouth, I think, no, don't waste it. Put this lead in that cock, Renee. For the boys he killed. And then I look at him throw those balls, and I suddenly feel.
Wait, am I confused? He lets out a wistful sigh. But Renee, isn't it the guy that was already dead? Because there were two guys, right? And I think the one in the outfit, I think he died and we spoke to the other old man and he was like, he was wearing that suit like constantly and now he's not gonna get buried in it or something like that? That's Renee, right?
Better. I even hid one bullet, so I'd always have one for him. Haven't seen him around lately, strutting around. Must be down with arthritis. I hope it hurts like hell. I hope he sweats blood.
See, I am right, he is dead. The lines on his face straighten as he looks inland.
Hearing it may destabilize him. You sure you've gotten everything from him?
May destabilize him. So I can lie? Or I can say, tell me something else.
Yes, of course. Must be passing a kidney stone. I hope it's excruciating. At least it keeps him from throwing his balls.
He seems relieved. Could he have been worried for him? He reminds him of himself. The same hatred. The same. You try to think of another thing, but no.
Let's ask
It's
about
just the hatred.
Disco Wars, and then we go back to Renee, and then we can continue.
Horse.
Oh, it's all he says. Even that word is to be pushed through his teeth with great force. The rage seizes too hard. Renee?
Yes. Where is he? I hope he doesn't have debilitating arthritis. Or kidney stones. He can still come out to play with balls and get shot in the head, right?
Let's be honest.
No.
Yes.
I waited too long. I waited too long and now he's dead?
The old communard looks at you, his blackberry eyes shaking in disbelief.
I'm sorry, Mr. Dross. I understand you knew him for a long time.
Lieutenant says softly.
They're all dead now. Fuck it.
He just shakes his head.
If he really wanted to kill him so bad, he would have done. There must have been 1,000 black days on these islands. His health ailing.
You cared about him?
All human beings care about each other. I cared for seeing his head explode. Now, God damn this world.
Little flash of anger. You had 1,000 chances to kill him.
And I blew them all. What does it matter now? He's gone. Ancient dust.
Are you okay to go on?
You think I haven't seen people die? It's all I've seen them do. Fuck and die. All the other plans we had. To love. To colonize the Pale. It's all fucked.
It doesn't look like he is. Okay.
I'm glad we talked about this now.
Glad we talked about what?
Another erratic gesture, he's trembling. Still low. But let's just do that. I'm gonna fail anyway.
For a 60-year-old man with stomach trouble, who spent his entire life alone on an uninhabited island, he seems surprisingly fit.
That's it, squint at him.
He's prone to erratic hand gestures and clearly malnourished. But that's it. You can see no more by looking at his slouched frame. The moment passes, and you say,
Let's arrest him. Josef Lilianovich Dross. This, to me, if I was an agent, which thankfully I'm not because I'm afraid of blood and everything, which kind of seems dumb because I'm playing games like this. But anyway, this would, to me, would be maybe the hardest part, to pronounce names that are kind of unpronounceable sometimes. You're under arrest for the murder of the Colonel here in Martinez.
What? But
The
you
ol-
said I would be taken to the...
The old man's eyes fill with sudden, unexpected terror at the words.
The wind picks up. The silence on the water is broken all around you. Little shivers of waves appear. The lieutenant continues, like an incantation.
Wait, what did he expect?
Your wayfarer rights have been suspended. Information provided to the officers on the scene will be used against you by the prosecution. You will be given legal counsel within 1 week and must face court in 44 days. Do you understand?
I guess not.
Do you understand?
But...
Do you understand, sir?
No, I don't want to. I have to stay here.
He looks at the reeds, eyes submerged in growing terror.
He's sweating. Beads are forming on his forehead.
Your confirmation is not required, sir. Now on to the boat.
Lieutenant turns to you. First say, does it have room for 3? Let's say that.
Not really. We could escort him to the pier, then either one of us can take him inland while the other stays here.
He shakes his head.
But then, who watches him while you're coming back here?
Who watches him there while I come back for you?
You come back for me? How about I go and send a boat back for you?
What is this farce? This is a fucking farce. I can't.
He looks around with strange desperation. Wait, but we couldn't go back with the boat. It was a one-way trip, right?
Lillian, you could ask her maybe.
Maybe I can just ask that netpicker to watch him?
This is no harmless old man.
Lieutenant shakes his head.
This fucking world. This world. What is this?
He stares at something, who knows what, in the dust. Apparently this isn't voiced. Below the confusion and rage, a fit of jamais-vu like yours. The thought passes, more pressing matters take its place.
No, listen. Listen now.
You could come back for me once you've taken him to the precinct. I could come back for you once I've taken him to the precinct. So what do I want to choose? I could stay here. I think, honestly, the person staying here is probably gonna get left behind. So I kinda have to choose, do I want to give myself up or him? And looking at both of us, he seems younger, he seems like he has more of a life ahead of him, and I'm kinda like, I don't know, at the end of it. So maybe I should volunteer to stay here?
No, it would take a whole day on this island. You go and transport the prisoner. I'll be here. I can escort him to the pier with you.
No need to be polite, I'll do it.
This world. What are you talking about? Is this us?
His voice drowns out in a sudden gush of wind.
The wind is cold from the east. Your skin is crawling suddenly.
What's happening?
A delicate tangle of arms and legs unfolds from the reeds, limb by limb, to then just stand there, moving its scythe-like arms in ghostly silence.
Wait, isn't that the creature we were looking for? The trapid? I don't remember what it's called though. What is that?
What are you talking about?
The old man looks at the reeds and at you, the giant stick insect.
There's nothing there.
He looks confused. I see it though.
The stick insect is over 3 meters tall. It looks straight at you with its tiny pinprick eyes and its grotesquely small head.
The phasmid, right.
You feel your legs shaking under you and your gun hand rise instinctively.
There is, I see it.
Tell me what you see, damn it. I can't make out one small thing in the reeds.
Kim, can you see it?
I can see it.
He can.
4 simple words, thank God. If he can see, then you're not insane.
It looks cool. I'm just looking at it a bit.
But that means it's really there, spinning slowly, in absolute silence, its limbs long and slender.
What's it doing? Is it coming towards us?
Be very, very careful.
Lieutenant whispers and takes a step toward the giant arthropod. So I need to inspect it? Can I speak to it?
The creature stands on long stilt-like legs, antennae hanging from its head like a woman's hair, white and curled at the tips. It is no more than 5 steps away from you. Reed-like tufts stick out of its joints. As the insect moves its forearms, it produces a faint hiss, like a reel-to-reel machine spinning after the tape breaks.
It's 58. Your corpse will be marked by stars. Lay the pheromone on thick. Wait, what? I can whisper. This is the Insulinian phasmid. Wait, it's coming closer.
It is.
The lieutenant whispers behind you. You hear the familiar ring of his jacket unzipping. Slowly, painstakingly so. He's taking a picture, I think.
You glance over your shoulder. The lieutenant holds a piece of milled aluminium. He begins to pull it open, extremely carefully. It's the camera. No, the flash will scare the creature off. Warn him now.
Whisper, the flash is loud. It won't like that.
We need a photo. No one will believe us.
He continues to pull the lens open.
From the corner of your eye, You see a sudden cascade of motion ripple through the phasmid's limbs. A series of ultrasonic clicks fills your ear.
Stop, let me approach it first.
I won't be one of those fools who didn't take a picture.
He stopped fiddling with the camera but does not put it down.
He's letting his pride get in the way. You see the phasmid turn to him, its mandible antennae reaching out. Its motions are quick, sudden.
Who cares what they think, Kim?
Understood. Of course.
He comes to abruptly, he says with a nod.
The spindly mechanism turns itself back to you, its antennae taking their measure of the air, slowly.
Say something to it quietly. Something like, don't be afraid.
Nothing changes in the cyclical brain motion of the creature's limbs. They are porcelain white on the inside and reed-colored on the out. Beige, light brown, and striped. You are unsure if it is scared or not. Its insect mind is impenetrable to your reasoning.
I think I have to do this even though I can retract slowly. Maybe see if electrochemistry, I can maybe retreat.
We can't just leave it standing there. We have to do something, detective. It could be connected somehow even.
Wait, what?
You've never seen him get this excited. His voice is almost trembling.
So I have to do this. What if I say hey?
The creature tilts its tiny head to the side and appears to look at you. It is incredibly light, like the slightest gust of wind should blow it away. But it doesn't. The air moves through it.
That doesn't matter. What about
A sudden
this?
chirrup fills the air. The walking stick moves its whole body, limbs working independently of each other, like the parts of a masterfully constructed machine. It moves just an inch closer to you. Or does it only feel like it does?
Did I succeed?
Slowly, with your breath held, you take 2 small steps toward the phasmid. The creature lets out a series of ultrasonic clicks that swarm around your head like swallows.
Didn't expect to get this.
Like laughter, a sort of happiness. The tracheal system on the creature's abdomen expands in front of you to take in and expel air. It's smelling you.
Oh right, I put on that stuff that she gave me, right?
Hissing and clicking, it extends its mandible-like antennae to greet you. You're right below it now, looking up at the colossal chitin of its white limbs. The head of the creature is crowned by reeds, and its eyes are like small droplets of water.
Look behind you. It's smelling me.
Maybe it is real. The pheromone.
Lieutenant's mouth is agape.
About now, he is ready to believe in anything.
True that.
The insect's head is crowned with reed-like scales, the shape of seed heads. They rustle as the air moves. The ventricles at its abdomen continue expanding, like lunglets.
I do wonder, I mean, this is cool that they added this, but what does this have to do with anything? I mean, the murderer is just sitting there. We're not gonna arrest him apparently anymore because we got distracted with this. Yeah, I don't know why they did this. Is this gonna explain itself at some point?
Breathing you in, your sour, greasy semiochemicals on the breeze.
Okay, Kim, take the picture.
Okay.
With a slow ring of metal, the lieutenant slides the lens open and raises it to eye level.
There is no change in the insect's motion while it's being aimed by the camera. It remains fixated on you.
In 3. If it moves, you jump back. I'll shoot. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
The lieutenant whispers, his voice is tense.
The shrill flash of the camera cuts the air like the blade of a sword. The phasmid freezes in its bright light. Head turned toward the lieutenant, hypnotized by the flash. It stands frozen before you. The sweat on your arms feels cold as ice, as if you're frozen as well, in the shadow of this great statue of chitinous marble.
I got it.
You hear the lieutenant whisper as the creature's shape develops onto photopaper in his hand. A polychrome ghost of white streaks against the reeds in the sky, and you as a shadow before it.
Immortalized.
Slowly reach out and touch the creature's whisker, carefully pat its side-like forearm. got it back off. Let's back off.
A shudder pulses through the creature's limbs. It jolts back to life, like a record continuing where it left off, in a swaying, praying motion. Even the small black pearls of its eyes do not stray from you.
Raise your hand slowly.
The insect stops its stridulation, seeming to observe you. Below its crown of reeds, little pinprick eyes detect motion, glittering. The world stands still around you. Suddenly, there is silence.
Raise the other hand too.
As you do, the invertebrate comes to life, its limbs moving independent of each other, as if each has a mind of its own. They are white, like stalks of porcelain, knitting above you, praying to you.
That's right, pray.
Unwittingly, the insect continues its stridulations. As it moves, tuft-like structures, still pretending to be plants, rustle along on its joints.
Hello, I'm Harry. I don't really know who I am.
No reply. A total ancient silence comes from its mouth, along with what appears to be some kind of foam. The stridulations of its limbs continue all around you.
Stand on your tiptoes and look more closely.
You were right. Little bubbles form on the mouth parts of the creature, on its segmented lower lip. It looks to be foaming, slowly. The foam is white, then yellowish.
Him, it's foaming.
Careful. It may be poisonous.
The lieutenant watches you apprehensively.
The foam slowly turns a darker shade, like burnt caramel, as the insect moves its mouth parts, masticating. The little bubbles begin to burst, one by one.
Tell me, what are you doing? Spoke to Hangman, knows of parthenogenesis. I think I'm getting all these things because I'm speaking with everyone and doing all the dialogue options, which I'm kind of surprised at myself because I normally don't have the patience, but I'm also kind of like a perfectionist and I want to play the entire game and get all the experience points and stuff. And now it's paying up because I get a high chance of getting this because I don't even know how I got these things. I know I spoke to the hangman. The other thing, I don't know how I got that.
I exist.
I exist too. I'm a detective. Is this a dream? What is happening? What is happening?
No, you're awake. I am real. Light is forming me. This is real.
What exactly are you?
I am an unknown species of the order Phantasmodia, endemic to the Insulandian Insula. For the last 350 years, I have hidden in plain sight, masquerading as the reeds, molding, cloning myself, unfolding at night to play with trash bins and boys. I went unnoticed by the first settlers and the land surveyors of the suzerain, also by the soldiers of the revolution and the officials of the occupation. Even the Seminese islanders who came here first, but did not stay, have not seen me. I have stayed hidden through 4 forms of government and 2 scientific revolutions, until I was accidentally discovered by a detective of the citizen militia in Revershaw, district of Martinez, March 51.
That's me. I'm a detective.
So am I. I was born to detect sucrose rewards and semiochemicals. What were you born to detect?
I don't know. The killer?
He's in a bad state, deteriorating fast now. He thinks I am beneficial to him, but I am not. I only quicken his deterioration.
You're destroying him?
Very slowly, and only because he won't go away. It is meant to keep them from noticing me, to interfere with the pictures in their heads. But he has looked at me for too long, and I am destroying him.
I exist too.
Tell me what it's like for you.
If I tell you, what will happen?
Then I will tell you what it's like for me.
I'm ill.
What is your illness?
My body aches, I'm bleeding, I'm ill in my head, I'm insane. That's how it is for me. In my heart, for me it's sadness. I think that is very true.
For me, it is not like that. I have states. not the emotions. For example, I experience excitement at unexpected sugar rewards. But that is not important.
That does sound kinda nice though.
Now I will tell you how it is for me. For me, it is a series of half-lit images, a kind of darkness, being intruded upon, transient, dim, moist.
Intruded upon by what?
Shapes of plants and animals, and internal sensations. A swarm of sounds, tiny vibrations on the inside of my forearms. All speak of complexities totally beyond my understanding. I am at the end of a narrow funnel, weightless, so light, it only feels like something to be me. In truth, perhaps I'm nothing. I certainly do not have a soul, and if I did, it would never ache.
You're the type of animal I would like to be.
Are you sure?
Why do you ask?
Sometimes, when molting, I will grow a lost limb. One time something went wrong, and a small leg replaced a missing antenna.
A small leg, that's horrible.
Yes, the leg tried to move around independently, making it hard to walk.
You don't have a foot there now?
Yes, thankfully someone ate it. The next time I molded, I grew an antenna again.
Where does this come from, all this, around us, the world?
Not even the birds know that. Not even the water lily.
We need to know, perhaps it's sent to us by God?
I think we should eat it. If it's a leaf, you can put it in your mouth. Or a reed. Yum yum.
Wait, so
So you look like a reed and you eat reeds.
Yes, they don't mind.
Have you accidentally eaten another reed Phasmid?
Yes, I once cloned myself and ate the little ones. It was winter, and I woke up at the wrong time. It was an accident.
I can say that's insane, but that's not a response to this, because I got this way earlier.
No, you are. The moral of our encounter is, I am a relatively median life form, while it is you who are a total extreme madness. A volatile senior nerve system ominously new to the planet. The Pale too came with you. No one remembers it before you. The Nidarians do not. The radially symmetrics do not. There is an almost unanimous agreement between the birds and the plants that you are going to destroy us all.
I don't have that kind of power.
You're a violent and irrepressible miracle. The vacuum of cosmos and the stars burning in it are afraid of you. Give me enough time, you will wipe us all out and replace us with nothing. Just by accident.
How?
We suspect it will be something like the oxygen holocaust that wiped out anaerobic life 2.6 billion years ago, when organisms first started breathing. Only much worse.
instead of air, you exhale thoughts. There are no trees that eat thoughts.
Where's how?
Everything your eyes touch goes back there, behind the nose mirror. What if you blink? Are we still here? Please don't blink. What if he misplaces us all one day, or just forget?
I've always thought this way, but I want to blink and undo 12 billion years of matter expansion. I've already forgotten the whole world once when I drank too much. I will be extra careful not to blink, stick insect, don't worry.
Please be. Or one day, one of you will close your eyes and sign, and open them to see that none of this ever existed.
Kim, am I having a violent epileptic seizure?
It doesn't look like that, no.
What does it look like? What does it look like?
You're just staring at it.
He whispers. Then I think I'm having a vision about the final fate of mankind.
Okay. Is it somehow related to the case?
After second lieutenant asks. Sort of. Now I told you what it's about. The case? The case is meaningless compared to this. Laughed nervously. I have totally transcended the case.
I think you should back away from the unstudied species now.
I have to say goodbye now. I have no more farts, that was all.
No, there is one more.
Of all the creatures I've met, you are the kindest, the scariest, the most beautiful. Let's say kindest.
Thank you. I also have one more thing to say to you before you go. That woman, turn from the ruin. Turn and go forward. For all mankind.
What woman?
You cannot lie to me. Behind you, it smells of fires. So awfully far you were prepared to go in her presence. And it.
I will try.
She was hell on earth. It doesn't take a 3-meter stick insect to tell you that.
Disengage slowly.
As you're turning away, the phasmid mirrors your movements, stepping on the water, the long limbs carrying its feather weight without breaking its surface.
Thank you for watching. Curious what happens next? Subscribe to my page so you don't miss anything.